Hi, welcome. This is my last speech of the year. This is my call to action speech. I want to say public speaking has brought me out of my shell, brought me out of my comfort zone, made me very comfortable talking in public spaces. So for the most part, I enjoyed the class. I still don't like talking in front of people, but it helped with that. I'm gonna start out by a couple questions and ask you guys. Do you guys think mental health is important?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So specifically, do you guys think mental health is important for college students?
Yeah.
Okay. Especially. Okay, I like that. Okay, so before I want to ask you guys to either you guys could do it now or at the end of the speech. I prefer now to follow this account on Twitter. This is a call to action speech. I got to get you guys to do something. This account on Twitter, they do a lot of things. They support and show a lot of awareness towards mental health. So you guys pull that out, your phones out real quick. And everybody watching, you guys can do it as well. Their account on Twitter, their @ name is National Council. And NATIONAL Council. And excuse me. National Council.
That's all right.
Yes, sir. And they unify the voice of American mental health and addiction treatment organization, serving 3,326 members across the country. They're located in Washington, D.C. They have 38,000 followers. They're verified. Like I said, they support and show a lot of awareness towards mental health. That's why I chose them. They have a website, which two things stood out to me. You can become a member or talk to experts. And talking to experts, this shows a lot of support towards mental health, because you got people that expertise and know knowledge on the situation, so they can help you out. And then if you become a member, you can get more active in their activities and stuff. So those two. And now we get into the speech. So who has dealt with or has seen somebody deal with mental health struggles? Okay. Can we name a couple? And I got y'all. I'm gonna help you as well. It don't matter. Just when mental health problems come to mind, what do you think of?
Okay. For breakdowns.
Anything.
Worrying, just worrying you won't.
Depression.
Yeah, having a
huge. So I got two topics I really want to talk about: depression and anxiety. There's a lot more you can get into. There's a whole lot of disorders: mood disorders, personality disorders, bipolar disorders, eating disorders. And those are all huge. And then I want to say who has dealt with or seen somebody deal with struggles in college. Not mental health problems, but just struggles in college.
Yeah.
And then name a couple other struggles.
Money,
financial problems, food, where your next meal's coming from,
where we're going,
academics,
what path they should go down,
their future.
Yeah.
So y'all pretty much named everything I said. I said financial, academically, social, like the friends and stuff who they're interacting with, and then their environment, if they're not used to being on a college campus or just around a lot of people in general. And then I said, why am I relating these two? Suicide is the second leading cause of death among college students. This is huge, man. This is really not acceptable. We should do a lot more as a society to change this together. And I want to read from the article, 12 Stories from College Students with Mental Illness by Madeline Wilkerson. I'm gonna read two of the students' stories of how they dealt with mental health. But before I do that, I'm gonna read, according to American Psychologists Associations, let me find that, 4,763,517 students were surveyed in this information I'm about to tell you guys. So a lot of thousands of universities come from this. And it says 95% of college counseling center directors surveys said that the number of students with significant psychological problems is growing concern in the center or on campus. According to the last Associated University of College Counseling Center Directors survey or Counselor Center Director, 70% of directors believe that the number of students with severely psychological problems on their campus years. So it's growing. It's not a problem that's being fixed. It's a problem that's just growing over and over. And then the two topics I wanted to focus on was anxiety and depression. That's because anxiety, according to this survey, anxiety is the top presenting concern among college students with 41.6%, and then depression is 36.4%. And I personally know people that deal with a lot of depression and anxiety, and it comes from handling a lot. And I got a couple examples to show you guys in that. So I don't know if the camera can see it. I have different colors. I have 4 balls, 3 gold, 1 silver. But just trying to demonstrate this for me real quick. So this 1 silver represents college. He's gonna juggle. So just juggle one just like that, just side to side. And I'll throw another, however you want to juggle. So that just represents college alone. So say college starts to get hard and all of a sudden you gotta pick up a job. So now you gotta add that one in there. Getting a little tougher, you know. It's a little tougher. So now with that job comes along, and now you're struggling academically because of that job. So now you got a lot on your plate, right?
How I'm supposed to do this, bro?
Just like that.
Alright.
So a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety can come from a lot coming from college. So now I want to show the support, and with support and awareness. So Steph, can you show him real quick? So Steph, stand up real quick. This is gonna be support. So AKA an academic advisor, a counselor. So say before you just go back, you was in college, and before you made that to get that extra job, you talked to your counselor first, and your counselor said, well, let's do work study. Let's find you a job on campus so you can work around your schedule and you can stay good academically. So instead of that being a lot of pressure, it's like your academic advisor is taking some of your pressure now. So now you could evenly balance it out. You know what I mean? So just with a lot of support and a lot of help, you can get through it. So that's all I want to show on that one. And then just to wrap it up, my action steps. I read from this article called College Today Are Supporting Mental Health by Amy Eva. She explains 5 useful ways that college students can usually avoid mental health, and these 5 are increasing awareness from START, free mental health screenings, like a lot, campus-wide programs and courses, talking about it, and having practices in places. So overall, supporting and showing awareness towards mental health can go a long way. And me personally, how I'm helping out, I have a book coming out I'm writing in a few years. It's called How Do You See It? It's just focused on perspective, and of course mental health is going to be a huge part of that. So I just want to say, anybody that has information, knowledge, can share anything about just perspective and mental health, just contact me and give me a heads up. I would love to hear about it. And then that's my that's how I'm supporting and showing awareness. And my cliffhanger is, how are you guys showing awareness and supporting mental health? It doesn't have to be writing a book, it doesn't have to be all out, but how are you making sure the person next to you is okay? And yeah, so I want to say thank you, and I enjoyed the class.